Hello and welcome to Love Advice TV. I'm Coach Adrian and I'm here today to talk to you about how to help your spouse heal after an affair. Unfortunately, relationships can be messy and no one is perfect. And if you've made mistakes along the way and you're trying to make things right, it's okay and you've come to the right place. Because my dream is to help people live out the best potential relationships that they can, to be happy in their relationships. And I don't do what I do to help people that are perfect or that have their lives all figured out. I'm here to help people that are in need, that have made mistakes, that want to become better, and that want to heal. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because I believe that if you're watching this video, you understand that you've made mistakes, but most importantly, you're committed to making things right. And after an affair, a lot of times we have to deal with the backlash, the fact that our partner doesn't trust us, sometimes the fact that they have very, very hard words, and the fact that they constantly want to make us pay the price for how we've made them feel. But at the same time, we have to deal with the guilt, the remorse, and not being able to be proud of the person that we see when we look in the mirror. And this is where I want to kind of start this conversation. In order to heal from your affair, in order to help your partner heal, you need to forgive yourself. You're going to need to be able to accept, take accountability for what has happened, and then basically let it go. Commit to making things right and take action in order to remove this guilt. Because if you are not committed to taking action, if you stay passive, and if you let the guilt basically overpower you, your partner is going to have a very hard time trusting you again. You will not help them move past the affair if you continuously are drowning in sorrow, blaming yourself, and constantly bringing up the affair or the fact that you're sorry over and over again. One of the biggest mistakes that I see is people apologizing over and over and over again, or expecting their partner to just move past the affair as soon as they've apologized. Just because you realize the mistake doesn't mean that your partner is ready to trust you again. And you're going to need to be patient and to be detached from the outcome. Don't worry about them forgiving you. Focus more on the process of what you actually need to do in order to get them to forgive you again. So I'm going to need you to focus on three things. Number one, you're going to need empathy, a lot of empathy. It's not about you, it's about them. It's about what your spouse is feeling, and how they choose to communicate that is up to them. And you're going to need to be really patient and work with them in that sense to validate how they feel without bringing yourself down in the process. So just because you understand that you hurt them, just because you understand that they're resentful, doesn't make you a horrible person. And this can be tricky. And I would love to be able to work with you in a coaching session to help you find that right balance. But finding the empathy, and a whole lot of it, is a very, very powerful way to help your spouse heal and deal with the aftermath of having been cheated on. Number two, you're going to need to be consistent. You're going to need to be consistent. So if you're watching this video, you probably are willing to do everything that it takes to make things right. And there's this initial burst of happiness, excitement at the prospect of the challenge of salvaging your relationship. But sometimes along the way, when we get tested, after weeks or sometimes months, we get discouraged. and we stop doing the little things that we committed to do because that excitement, that initial excitement, wears off. And your spouse is waiting for an opportunity to pounce, to remind you of what you did, to tell you that you were just pretending, right? But you have to be consistent. Consistent means maybe cutting contact with potential distractions. It means consistently giving your spouse access to things that they need to feel safe and secure. And it just means bringing yourself to account on a daily basis, thinking about, how am I doing? What can I do to become better? How can I improve? And consistency is essential in this healing process because of the fact that your partner doesn't trust you again. It's baby steps, small victories over and over again, each and every day, that can help you get there. Finally, once you're working on empathy and you're working on consistency, what I want you to do is to be authentic. You need to be authentically yourself. If you're putting on a show, putting on an act, your spouse will not only feel it, but they'll resent you for it. And being your true self can help your partner feel safe and can slowly help your partner bring their guards down. Sometimes it's very difficult when we feel guilty, when we've made a big mistake, to be our true self. Sometimes we don't even know who our true self is anymore. And it can take time to kind of parse through the negative emotions in order to see things clearly again. But the best advice that I have for you is don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be who your spouse wants you to be. Be remorseful, be consistent, have empathy, but be yourself. And once you have been able to put in positive actions along the way, I believe that a genuine apology in a moment where you can connect with your significant other in a private way can change everything. It's not about apologizing when you are ready. It's about apologizing when your spouse is ready, when the walls have come down, and when they see that you've been putting in positive actions, when they see that you actually do care about them, not just about saving your own you-know-what, and when they see that you are authentic, you are the person that they fell in love with consistently. All of those actions can really help you to be the right partner to help your spouse heal after an affair. It goes without saying that you can't put yourself in a vulnerable position again. It goes without saying that if the intent is to make things right, there can be no more mistakes. And you may have to clean your act. You may have to sever relationships. You may have to stretch your comfort zone. And you're definitely going to have to be patient because it takes patience. But along the way, your love will deepen. Your relationship with your partner will actually strengthen through the tests, the trials, and the tribulations that you will go through. And I believe that your relationship, your marriage, will be, in essence, reinvented by what you have gone through. I'm not suggesting that everyone should cheat or should have an affair, far from it. But ultimately, true love is about going through adversity, challenges, tough times, life together as a couple, and being able to stick together. That's how we constantly can reinvent our love and experience deeper and more meaningful bond with the one we love. So I hope that this was helpful. If you feel like you need more support, we have amazing resources when it comes to infidelity, because we understand that quite a few people are challenged by that. We've created amazing resources, and I encourage you to check them out. There, we have resources for you. We have even resources for your spouse or for your partner who is trying to heal and working to move past this. So as always, leave your thoughts, your comments, your questions in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, if you want more content on how to help your spouse heal. I'm open to suggestions. Leave me your potential topics in the comment section below, and it'll be my pleasure to come back into the studios and to do more videos for you. As always, stay strong, stay patient, have empathy, keep fighting the good fight, and see you soon for another video.